Hello, this is Joe Pryor with the virtualrealestateteam.com in Oklahoma City, a part of Redbud Realty and Associates. Today I really want to talk about the high cost of foreclosure. You know, I've been harping on this, I know, so many times. About 8 out of 10 people do not seek visible means of eliminating the possibility of foreclosure. And maybe you're one of those. Maybe you did try to go to the mortgage company and ask for a loan modification. It didn't work. And so you're going, oh, well, I just give up. And that would be pretty common, is what we're seeing in all over the country, including here in Oklahoma City. But I want to try to emphasize to you that this is not what you ought to be doing. You ought to be finding every possible alternative to foreclosure, including a short sale, which we do, in order to avoid that foreclosure. Let's talk about the aftermath and the high cost of foreclosure. Now, if you go to foreclosure versus a short sale as a last resort, and you don't do the short sale, then your credit is down about another 150 points. Now, you've already lost credit rating on your late pays, but then all of a sudden you're now shoved down into the 400 to 500 range possibly. Not only that, you have a foreclosure on your credit report that's going to stay there about 10 years. So let's say you had to get a new car, and you went, you know, I'm going to get a new car versus a used car because I saw that 0% interest that they had for that $30,000 vehicle, and that'll get me by for the next 5 years. So you do, okay, I'm going to buy this car, and you go into them, and they look at you, and they look at your credit, and they see the foreclosure, and you think it's easy to get a car loan? No, and they're all of a sudden saying, no, we can't do the 0 down, but we sure can do 10% or 9% if you're good at negotiating. Well, all of a sudden, that $30,000 car is $200 a month more. Now, remember, you've already had a problem not being able to make your mortgage payment for just the sheer fact of the foreclosure. You have $200 a month that you may be paying for that car that you did not have to pay if you would have done the short sale, because the short sale just reflects as paid as negotiated when it goes on the credit report. Sure, you have the late pays, but it's a whole lot of difference. Now let's take even a worse situation, and that's medical problems. Now you may be like me. A lot of us are knowing that, gosh, our medical payments that we go for our insurance goes up every year. So we'll do catastrophic insurance. So you do a $5,000 deductible. You have a 80% copay, or the next $5,000, and maybe there's some non-allowables. And all of a sudden there's a serious medical problem with you or your family, someone in your family, and you're out $8,000 to $10,000 in medical bills that you don't know what to do with. You've got to get it treated. I know I've been through this, and believe me, I had to get my problem treated. And so you're going, well, what do I do? Well, okay, maybe you put it on your credit card. Well, all of a sudden you may be paying 25, 26, 27% interest rates in terms of what they can charge you at this point. And you may not even be able to make debt service at that point. So that is a high cost. Or maybe you just only have to pay 18% by making a deal with a doctor. Well, that's still 18% interest that's eating you up alive that you didn't have to do if you could have gone to the bank and borrowed at a very low interest rate to take care of that medical problem. These are the things that affect you if you just give up, if you're one out of the 8 out of 10 that go into foreclosure, and then afterwards all of a sudden realizing, I should have done something different. I don't want you to have that feeling of regret. Please call us at thevirtualrealestateteam.com or email us. We are specialists in short sales. We want to help you. We want to find every alternative to avoid that problem, because we know what you're going to go through in the future, and we want to help you avoid that. You can get a hold of me at Joe at joepryor.com. At the end of this video, you'll see a pop-up for our website, which is avoidforeclosureoklahoma.com. You'll see our phone number. You'll be able to contact us through the website. You'll be able to get information about foreclosure versus short sale. But please act if you're in the Oklahoma City area or anywhere. This is Joe Pryor with the virtualrealestateteam.com in Oklahoma City, where we deliver traditional real estate values at the speed of technology.